Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Finny Barbar channel. Today I'm going to be ranking every villain in the Scrappy and Yabba-Doo Show. Now as you can see, there's not many villains there, and there's actually no monsters whatsoever, except for one monster, but we'll get to that later on. Now, as you can see, they're all sort of going for a western theme, and that's what the whole show was sort of about. Now, without any further ado, we'll get on to the start of the list, and the first villains we have are the Bolton brothers, and these are from Mind Your Own Business. And the first Bolton brother, as he's actually defined, is the blonde-haired Bolton brother. And he's my least favourite out of the Bolton brothers. I feel like he has the weaker design. And speaking of the better design, here is what is defined as the red-haired Bolton brother. And I do like this one better with the hat and the mustache. I think it looks a lot better than his brother. Next, we have Chief from Yabba's Rustle Hustle. And I think I like this guy a lot, and I can see how they've maybe possibly taken inspiration from the Rebel Troopers from Star Wars with the black vest and the blue undercoat. However, that just might be me looking at the two characters and thinking, yes, they look similar, but I do like his mustache and cowboy hat, as I feel like it fits with the rest of the show, and I like that. Now, the first monster and only monster we actually have in the show is Count Zarkio from Wild West Vampire, and he, as this episode states, is actually a vampire. And I love this take on a vampire. He's got the mustache, the big red collar, the slightly blue skin tone, and the hat. The hat really makes it and shows how they really went for a unique Western style for this show. And I really, really respect that. Next, we have the female river pirate from one of the three villains we have from the single episode Upper Crazy River. And I think she's alright. She's mainly just an older woman, and she's sort of like the leader of the River Pirate gang. Well, she doesn't actually have a name like the others we'll get to, but I think I do like the purple undercoat that she has on. And I think that's interesting that they've actually decided to use an older woman when she's still doing crime. I think that's very interesting. The second villain we have from the episode is Flint. And I like Flint. I liked his little bit of stubble and his little red collar he has, and the little undercoat and vest he has on. I think the colour scheme really matches with the rest of the Western feel, and I like how he actually does something in the show. Then the final one from Upper Crazy River is Salty, and I like Salty. Salty is a very cool looking one, and personally my favourite out of all the three villains, but I like how he wears sort of the skunk hat on, and he's got the stubble and the red undercoat, as well as a little bit of a white undershirt as well. I think that's very well, and as you can see, him and Chief look kind of similar with the black vests over the top, and I think that's very, very interesting. Next, we have Grimm's, and I love Grimm's. Grimm's has this tan turtleneck shirt, and I think he looks very, very cool. He's muscly, he's bulked up, and you can tell that he's definitely something and somebody to be afraid of. And he's definitely one of my personal favorites of the actual show as a whole. Next, we have Jink from Yabba's Rustle Hustle, and as you can see from the picture, he's actually hiding behind Chief, and I don't really like him that much. He doesn't do much, he's sort of a cowardly villain, and as you can see from the picture, as I said before, he's actually hiding behind Chief, showing that he's actually very cowardly. Next, we have Misto from Tragic Magic, and I like this guy. He's a magician in this show. I think it's good to have some sort of magic-y person in a Scooby-Doo show. I like the top hat and the little waistcoat he's got going on. I like how it mixes up from all the traditional Western that we've got going on and adds a little bit of more upper class, and I do like that. Finally, we have Slippery Dan from the actual very creatively named episode Slippery Dan, the Escape Man, and this is my personal favorite villain out of the entire show. I think he's great. He's very cool looking. I like his little Colonel Sanders type tie, and I do like his mustache a lot. He does look like a very good escape man, and I really do like that. So there it is. There's my ranking for the Scrappy and Yabba-Doo villains. Unfortunately, this show didn't last long, and it had a very short air time. Now, hopefully we get to see Yabba-Doo again in the future, but that's going to do it for today's video. So let me know about your ranking for this list, and I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.